On this video, I'm going to give you the keys to success for social media marketing. Let's get it. Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Carlos Gill here, author of The End of Marketing. And today I'm going to share with you a topic that is near and dear to me, and that is social media marketing. Social media marketing, my friends, has not changed much over the years. And this is coming from someone who is an OG in the social media marketing space. I've worked in this industry since 2008. We're currently in 2024. That's a long time. The platforms have changed. However, the methodology by which you leverage social media has not changed, which leads me to my very first point. I want you to write this down and remember what I'm about to tell you. Your objective on social media needs to be to sell less and engage more. I'm going to say that again. Sell less, engage more. Now, I recognize as a marketing professional that our objective when using social media from a business standpoint is to sell. I get it. You get it. Your boss at your job definitely gets it. Even though we have KPIs or key performance indicators that we're trying to reach in our jobs, the reality is that social media is a medium where people are going to engage, to disconnect from their everyday routines, to see what their friends are posting, to see what their favorite celebrities or comedians or influencers are posting. I've asked this question so many times throughout my speaking career, and I'll ask you, when was the last time that you went on social media intentionally to see what your favorite brand of all time posted? Probably never, right? Because most people are not going on social media with the intent of fishing out sales from brands, campaigns from brands, offers. They're not. They're going on social media for a very different purpose. That being said, your objective of how you use these mediums needs to be aligned with what the masses are going on social for, which again is not to go ahead and be sold to. So your objective needs to shift from selling to engaging and having more conversations. If you really want to know what the biggest growth hack right now is when using social media from a marketing standpoint, it's to get your brand seen through the comments and replies of bigger accounts within your field or your industry. So if you, for example, are an insurance company and you want to educate and inform more potential customers about your services, then you need to insert your content into the comments and the threads and the replies of larger accounts within your industry. And you do it in a way that brings value and it's not taking away from the post. For those aspiring creators out there, let's say that you are a marketer like me and you don't have a lot of followers on a platform like Instagram or on X. The easiest way for you to become seen is identify who's big in your industry. So marketing, it's Gary Vee, it's Grant Cardone, it's Ty Lopez. I could go on and on. There are several large accounts for marketing. Instead of going onto their posts and promoting your agenda and your mastermind and your latest ebook, instead, go on their accounts and add value within the comments. This is a strategy that I have shared with individuals for years. In fact, if you are a public speaker and you want to get more speaking engagements, start engaging with the accounts of conferences within your industry. Trust me, people are paying attention behind the scenes, but they're not going to notice you if you are not making a concerted effort to engage yourself. The second tip for crushing it on social media right now is using AI and ChatGPT in your social media strategy. If you are not using ChatGPT right now, you, for one, are leaving a lot of money on the table. Two, you are wasting a lot of money by not using AI as your marketing agency, your trusted assistant, your copywriter, your advisor, your strategist, your community manager. Yes, AI will in fact replace millions of jobs over the next 10 years, right? That's not a pie in the sky prediction, it's a fact. Therefore, you as a marketer must do everything you can to incorporate AI into your workflow. How you do that with a platform like ChatGPT is by using ChatGPT to curate content that falls into one of these three categories: educational, emotional, or entertaining. When you think about the content that performs the best on any social network, whether it's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, what have you, notice that content that goes viral or over indexes with engagement typically will be content that's teaching you something, so it's educational in nature. It will be emotional, so it will make you feel a certain way, whether happy, sad, doesn't matter. There's emotion involved. Or that content is entertaining, and it's so entertaining that you find yourself watching it multiple times. You find yourself sharing that content on your feed. So first and foremost, when you create content going forward, your content should align within one of those three categories: educate, entertain, or incorporate emotion. How you do this within the framework of ChatGPT is the prompt that you create. Everything with ChatGPT begins with the prompt. AI is smart. AI can outwork you. It can out-hustle you. It can, in some cases, outsmart you. But AI is not going to do the work for you up front. I will repeat. If you're using ChatGPT, you are the conductor. You are the director. You are the producer. And you need to give instructions on what you want ChatGPT to do. So that being said, when you use ChatGPT in your social media marketing workflow, you will use ChatGPT to assist you with writing engaging copy that falls into one of those three categories. And you do this by leading off with providing the prompt to ChatGPT. That prompt should look something along the lines of what your objective is. So if your objective is to reach more buyers, then you're literally going to lead off with, I am trying to reach more prospective buyers of my product. This is what my product is. This is who my target buyer is. I want you to create 10 social media posts within 280 characters long that are a mix of educational posts, entertaining posts, and emotional posts, specifically written in the voice and tone of my target customer. So stop what you're doing right now, go to ChatGPT and open up a prompt and tell ChatGPT, who are you trying to sell to? What are they like? What do they sound like? What do they look like? How old are they? Your product, describe it to a T. What are the value add benefits of your product? And then, more importantly, ask ChatGPT to write 10 social media posts for you that fall into one of the three categories of educational, emotional, or entertaining. The third tip, and this one is extremely vital to your success, is have a backup plan if platforms like TikTok go away, or if platforms altogether reduce your reach on social media. Right now, the US government has agreed to ban, they've voted on it, it's done. This isn't pie in the sky. They have voted to ban TikTok in the United States. It will be a matter of time before TikTok either goes away altogether, and we don't have access to TikTok here in the US, or they rebrand, another buyer comes in. But either way, TikTok as we know it today will not exist long-term tomorrow. You as a creator or a marketer or a small business owner who relies on social media are building your empire on rented land. These social networks don't care about you. They don't have a vested interest in your success the same way that you do. These social networks are actually advertising platforms that make money by selling data. So every time you go on a TikTok and you find yourself scrolling endlessly through content, that content has been curated for you based on what the algorithm thinks that you want to see. And sandwiched in between every 3 to 4 TikToks is an ad or a sponsored post. The same methodology happens on Instagram, and it happens on Facebook, and it happens on every major social network, which is why your backup plan needs to be to flip the script on the social networks and own your own data. These social networks are making billions of dollars off of data, so it's time that you use an email marketing platform like GetResponse, and you start incorporating email marketing into your social media strategy. And the easiest way to do that is to start an email newsletter. Take the link to your opt-in page with GetResponse for your email newsletter, and then just drop that link into your Instagram bio, your TikTok bio. And over time, as you get engagement and organically you have followers want to engage more with your brand, they will see that link. Or now you have a way that you can share with your followers that you have an exclusive email list for them to be a part of, or you have an exclusive community for them to be a part of. It gives you something else to talk about. And more importantly, this is a way that now you have your own channel with your own data, and you're not relying simply on platforms and algorithms to give you reach. The next tip is this. If your account is dead, meaning you have barely any engagement, think about scraping away all the years of awful content and start over with content that is fresh and up to date and focused on people and not products. In my book, The End of Marketing, my theory behind absolutely crushing it in social media is to make people the faces of your brand. People buy from people. People want to engage with other people and not with products or brands. So it's really important that you start looking from the lens of a customer and not a marketer when you look at your Instagram or your Facebook. If you have content that's sitting on your Instagram from 5 years ago from a campaign that is outdated with an old logo, it got very poor engagement, you are not going to lose anything by archiving that content and getting rid of it. My recommendation, if you absolutely want to boost your organic reach, is start having a curated feed with content that resonates with today's consumer in 2024 and not trying to appeal to the consumer of yesteryear. Organic content is what sells. Right now, the world's next viral video is possibly sitting on your iPhone in between a photo of what you had for lunch and a photo of your cat. Don't hold back on posting an Instagram reel or a TikTok video or a LinkedIn post because your content is not perfect. Your content doesn't need to be perfect. Perfection is only in the eye of the beholder. People today want to be engaged. They don't want to be sold to. So if content looks too perfect, too manufactured, most likely it's going to be perceived as an ad, and the folks that you want to consume your content will keep scrolling and not see it. You know, I often like to use this analogy that social media today is like being on Tinder. So if you're familiar with how Tinder works, it's a dating app, right? People scroll through Tinder at a really fast pace, and they're indicating if they're attracted to someone or not. It's like instinct. I like this person or I don't like this person. Boom. And they're moving on. Social media is no different. Social media marketing is like Tindering. If your content is not optimized to engage and instead it looks like an ad, people are going to keep swiping. They're going to ignore you. If your content looks like it has some sort of value add, you're educating, you are entertaining, or you're providing some sort of inspirational and emotional content, you have a higher likelihood to convert that person that's passively scrolling through the feed into a like, a share, a comment, or a follow. Keep that in mind. content does not need to be perfect. In fact, platforms like Instagram Reels, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, they all thrive off of organic content. However, make sure your content is short. Make sure that content falls within 15 to 30 seconds when you're using these Reels or Shorts or TikTok formats. And also ensure that within the first split second that someone lands on your video, whatever that first frame is, you are able to hook them. So many videos fall flat because that first 1 to 2 seconds is just dead space. It's dead air. Use apps like CapCut or Captions to help you through AI remove that dead space or that air. So the first thing that someone sees when they land on your video is either you talking or showing them something of value, or there's some sort of photo or frame that's going to catch their attention. Those are my top 5 tips to help you master social media marketing in 2024. If I can be of a resource to you at all, DM me, CarlosGill83 on X, formerly known as Twitter, as well as over on Instagram. Let me know, what do you think about these tips? And most importantly, good luck.